All right, let's go. Finally in Europe. I had a crazy long travel day, like 18 hours, 3 total flights. But altogether, it went really smooth. And so I got in last night at like 4-ish in Athens. Took like a 3-hour nap, honestly, and then went out and just kind of explored the town. Like went and got a really nice dinner, had some pasta, wine, tiramisu, so good. And then just kind of bounced around near the Acropolis. I think that's what it's called. I keep getting it wrong, but I'm pretty positive. And then just stumbled across like this nice rooftop bar, so that was a total vibe. And now I'm just in the apartment. I actually just got back, or the hotel, but I just got back from breakfast, which was really nice as well. And then even woke up a little bit early and got like 2 hours of content done. So I was able to get a short form video up and then actually filmed for a brand while I was here, which is cool. So I just brought the product with me and then filmed right over there actually. So I figured I'd show you guys just a quick little tour of the hotel. It's nothing crazy and I'm not gonna be in here all that much, but it's actually super cute and kind of cool. So anyhow, so here's the entrance. Let me get this. So here's the entrance, which is pretty nice. And then a little desk area, which I was working at earlier, which was great. And then just like the bedroom. I mean, it's not even a room really. It's just, it's just the bed, but super nice. I mean, you know, it definitely does a trick. And then something that's super cool is there's like a little archaeological site right here, which I thought was super neat. So you definitely don't get that all the time. And it's like right in the heart of Athens, which makes it really nice. And then just my stuff all scattered all over the place. And then, like I said, was working. And the bathroom's super nice too. So this was great. I was like, honestly, this is perfect for filming because it's like a face product essentially. So this was perfect for filming. And then the bathroom is super cool too. I took a shower last night, which was honestly life-changing. And the water pressure is 10 out of 10. Cannot beat it. But what I will say is this is so annoying, like these types of showers where you can't even close the door. So it literally, that bathroom was soaking wet after I was done with my shower. But either way, I mean, I can't complain and I'm only gonna be here for, this is my only full day here actually. So I leave tomorrow morning and I'm going to Paros for 4 days, which will be really nice. And honestly, it was pretty easy to set up in terms of just doing the ferry. And then one thing I will say that's nice about a hotel over Airbnb is usually they'll like have a driver come pick you up. They can set up the drivers to take you places. So that's definitely a perk, I would say, to using hotels for traveling overseas anyway. At least that's just what I've noticed. I'm doing Airbnbs for both Madrid and Barcelona. So that'll be a little bit different. But anyway, I need to get ready and get going to do the Acropolis tour or whatever. I didn't even book anything. I'm just gonna walk up there and figure it out. I'm all about winging it. And honestly, that's a really nice thing about solo traveling is like you can just figure it out, honestly. And it's also really easy to just get a seat somewhere in a restaurant as well. So these are things I'm really liking. But let's do it. All right, now I figured doing a quick little fit check before we run out would be fun. So here we are going with a Abercrombie cropped camp collar, a nice brown textured look. I really like this one. You just really can't go wrong. I think brown and cream or white is super nice. And then these Todd Snyder seersucker shorts. Again, ton of texture here. And then going with the crossbody bag from Grams 28, which I talked about in the last vlog, and the Axel Origato Clean 90s, which is a questionable choice on my end because if you watch the New York vlog, then you know my heels got shredded when I wore these. But honestly, I don't know. I didn't bring a lot of good walking shoes because I'm just going for fashion over practicality, to be quite honest, because I want to do plenty of content while I'm here, and I fit everything in a carry-on, which I also talked about in the last vlog, which I find impressive. But anyway, I think this is a really good fit. I'm going to be doing a lot of walking. I'm going to the Acropolis, so that's literally a hike. It's way up there, but it's gonna be fine. And I think the outfit slaps, so I'm really happy with it. I think I'm gonna do a quick little fit check in the street, which is it's just silly to say, but hey, the people like it, so I got to do it. So I'm gonna get going and let's have a good time. All right, well, it turns out you can only go between a certain time, so I actually have to come back at 1. It's 10:30 now, so it's actually not a big deal. I'll just bounce around, kill some time, but I probably will change my shoes because this thing is a hike. See if I can show you guys a little bit here, but I'm not trying to do all that in the Axel Origatos, you know what I mean? So anyway, no big deal, slight audible. gonna be fine. Maybe I'll just do this museum over here. I wonder if I could just pop into this. This would be pretty cool. All right, your boy has been all over the place today and feet are doing good. So that is the nice update. I just got done hiking up to the Acropolis, which was super cool. Honestly, it's at the point in the day where you see so many historic things that like it just doesn't even register anymore, you know? Like it's cool to see, but you're like, okay. And especially being alone, there's no one to like talk to and be like, oh, that's crazy. You're just kind of sitting there like, nice. But no, it's been super fun. I've had a great day. I went and saw where the Olympics were held. I don't know what the proper name is for the thing, and another monument, and then went and did the museum as well. So I've packed it in today. It's only 2 and I'm pretty hungry, so I think I'm gonna grab some lunch and I could go for a drink, honestly, because I'm pretty gassed. But overall, it's been a great day. Traveling alone honestly is super chill. The only thing is it's like you do want to talk to somebody and be like, oh, like that's fun, like that's cool, what do you think of this? Just get some other interpretations, but it's honestly, it's easy. So I don't know, that's just where I'm at so far. But yeah, let's get some lunch and then, I don't know, we'll catch up at some point later in the evening and hopefully find a cool bar later on too. That's also a goal. So all right, lighting is absolutely brutal. Doesn't really matter though. I just finished up dinner. Well, first off, actually, I took a nap after lunch because I was pretty tired, only for like an hour, and then just kind of chilled out, worked a little bit, got some content up, which was good, and I needed to do that. And then just went to dinner, grabbed some pizza, had a couple glasses of wine, so I'm feeling good. And one of my followers actually recommended I go to this place called The Bar in front of the bar. It's about a 15-minute walk, and he lives here, so I figured that's probably a pretty good recommendation. And then I figured I'd ask the waitress as well at dinner, and she said the same spot. She said a couple other places, but I was like, okay, well, if 2 people have said that, then it's gotta be a good place. Apparently they have really good cocktails, so I'm excited to go try that out. But it has been such a full day. Honestly, so good. And just like reflecting on it, thinking more back, it's like what I said earlier about the only time I wish, like I felt like I wanted somebody here was when I wish I could just converse and talk about all the cool things that were being seen. Other than that, honestly, it's been so fun. Like even eating dinner alone is chill. I don't mind it at all. So that's been fun, honestly. And it's been cool to just be solo dolo and relying on yourself fully as well. So in the morning, my ferry leaves at 9:30. So I will be heading out of here at 9, I think they said, or 8:30. Yeah, I'll be leaving here at 8:30. The concierge set that up and everything, so I'm sure it'll work out. Honestly, I'm like been so stress-free this trip, which has been so nice. I think I'm a pretty decent traveler, I will say. But at any rate, I just wanted to check in real quick before I go ahead and grab some more drinks, and I'm hoping to try to stay out as late as possible. I feel really good. I'm surprised. Usually jet lag, I feel like the first day is so brutal. And then the second day, sometimes it hits. And then usually after that, you're pretty good. But I slept actually great last night. I got probably 5-ish hours of sleep, close to, which that's not bad. I stayed up until like 2 here and then woke up at 7 or so. Anyway, I just wanted to update you guys. I hope you're enjoying the vlog so far. I know travel vlogs are definitely different from my normal content, but I figured, why the hell not? I got nothing else to do, you know? It's super fun to share, and selfishly for me, it's super fun to look back on, even just like my normal life. It's cool to see where my head space was 3 months ago, let alone like a lifetime trip like this, something I've always dreamed of doing. So at any rate, let's I also noticed that I never know how to end a particular segment when I'm talking, and I'm like, let's go, let's get into it. I'm gonna try to stop doing that. All right, what's good? I made it to Paros, fortunately. Definitely have a little bit of a story time for you guys. Athens was so much fun. Getting in and out of that area was crazy. The amount of traffic was nuts, and so I scheduled the cab driver to pick me up at 8:30. My ferry left at 9:30, and we're in the car, and I get a call from the hotel. That's never a good sign, and they're like, hey, you forgot your laptop charger. And I mean, I have to have that. Like, there's not like an Apple store on the island that I was going to, so we went back, and then it was gonna be close, really, really tight, because it takes about 30 minutes to get there to the port. And so we're driving there, and about halfway through, like, I literally, first off, jump out the car, run across this busy ass street to go get my charger from the hotel, because it was quicker for him to just pull over rather than like loop around and get near the hotel. So I sprint there, grab it, come back, and he's like, damn, that was fast. I was like, yeah, let's go, let's go. And the whole time I was like, we're good, we're gonna make it. And halfway through, he's like, my blood pressure is how you say racing. And he was such a good dude, so nice. But it was funny, about halfway through he was like, I don't know if we're gonna make it. So anyway, we literally pull up with about 2 minutes to spare. I run onto the ferry, make it just in time. Like, it gives me a hug goodbye. It was it was honestly so sweet. He's such a good guy. And so that was made for quite the experience. But you know, I'm too clutch of a traveler to miss the ferry. I wasn't gonna let that happen. And then so got on the ferry, and it was super smooth. I actually worked for like 3 hours, which was nice, and was able to post some videos while on the ferry, which was super cool. So that was very productive. I needed to catch up on some content for brands and things like that while I was in transit. And so that was good. And then I got to the hotel, super nice. And so now I'm obviously here. And so I figured I'd just show you a little bit kind of around. Oh, I actually did also want to give story time for my night out in Athens, because I forgot to do that as well, because it was just, I was trying to enjoy it, you know, like I'm trying to do content here, but at the same time I don't want to be glued to my phone or the camera or anything. But it was super fun. I got recommendations from some bartenders on where to go. Well, actually first a follower said to go to this bar called the Bar in Front of the Bar. And so I was at dinner, and then I asked the waitress where to go, and she said the same bar. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I should start there. Went there, and then the waiter there was super cool, and I asked him where to go, and he recommended a couple of great spots. One was A for Athens, which I'll show some B-roll of the night. I don't know if it'll be before or after this. Probably before. Yeah, definitely before. But it's the one of the rooftop where you could see the Acropolis. I think that's what it's called. I literally can't figure it out to save my life. But it was so cool, and the cocktails were 10 out of 10. It was one of the best bars, honestly, I've ever been to, and the vibes were amazing. I was there for like 2 hours. And then I went to another bar that the bartender there had recommended. And then after that, I went to like a house club after that. And honestly, that was the only time I was like, I wish I was with somebody else, just because you're in a club and you're just like staring at the wall. You know what I mean? But other than that, honestly, like, it was so enjoyable. And I was conversing with like all the bartenders, making friends, and it was a great night. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. I'd say traveling, like I was saying earlier, definitely is marginally better with somebody else, but it's not like, it's really not that far off. And there's actually even moments where it's much more enjoyable and easier, because even last night I got into town here, didn't make reservations. I'm not a planner. And so I just walked into a really poppin' restaurant, and I was like, for one, and there was one seat at the bar, and then it was my best meal that I've had. It was like a baked zucchini with onions and like feta. It was so good. Honestly, sometimes the more simple meals are the best. So anyway, it's been amazing. It's been a whirlwind. But let's give a quick tour of the hotel, because it's actually really nice. All right, so realistically, there's not too much to see. Just a nice, huge king-size bed, and like nice, cool little room. And then a little desk space, which is good because I'm about to get some work done here. And the bathroom, which is cool. But the one thing I did want to show is they hooked it up with the free upgrade. And so we got we got a jacuzzi. Oh yeah, I honestly came home pretty late last night and hopped in there, and it was really enjoyable. It was so nice. So that was really cool that they surprised me with that, because who doesn't love a late night hot tub? So anyway, I just wanted to update you guys. I think later today I'm gonna go to this like small fishing town. It's like the most north town. I think it's called Leftica. I think I gotta look it up, but I think I'm just gonna send it over there and like try to take some pictures and do a little bit of content. And then I need to get my work done first, and then I'm gonna go and enjoy that. So I just want to update you guys on the night in Athens, and the travel here to Paros in the morning was just, honestly, it wasn't that crazy, but it was a hell of a night. It was a really good, honestly, probably one of the best solo night that I've ever had for sure. So that was cool. But all right, let's go. Alright guys, good morning. It's 8 a.m. here, and I've spent a few days here so far. Well, this is technically my last day, my last full day here. I take the ferry back in the morning, which I have a story about, but it's been so good so far. Honestly, Paros is awesome. It's a good mix of like chill, but there's plenty to do, enough going on, a good nightlife as well. So I've gone to a bunch of bars and stuff, and that's been super fun here. And then the food is insane. I probably dropped a bunch of pictures of food that I've had. I've been eating everything in sight, and it's been so good. I honestly haven't had a single bad meal. It's all been unbelievable. And so I'm actually sad to be leaving and going to Spain, because I heard the food in Spain's good, but not like Greece. So it's been amazing. I've been eating so much, and yeah, it's just been super fun, and the town is so cute. Yesterday morning I woke up pretty early and was able to go take a bunch of pictures by myself with my tripod, and it was just nice because then nobody was out, and it was also nice to just honestly be in the town with it not being busy at all, and then sat around at like a really nice little spot and kind of just took in like the views and everything. And so I didn't take as much vertical or horizontal content. I took a lot of vertical content for short form, but I didn't take as much B-roll probably as I should have for the vlog. But oh well, I'll try to include what I can, even if some of it's vertical, it's fine. But today I'm going on a boat tour, so that'll be really cool, to like a bunch of different spots around the island. So that'll be nice to kind of explore a bit more and also just shake things up a little bit as well. I planned it to be on the last day just so I could have that to look forward to, so that's gonna be good. And then I'm about to go get some breakfast at the hotel. The hotel is so nice. It's beautiful. I love it here. And the hot tub has been a really nice touch. I've been doing that pretty much almost every night. Sorry, I feel like the lighting keeps changing on you. Oh well. And so anyway, yeah, the hot tub's been great. It's been so fun. I'm sad to be leaving actually. And it's been good. Like overall, I'd say traveling alone is interesting. You definitely have more times when like when the times are going like fun, like you're having a blast and you're like, I'm so glad to be here alone, like this is great. And then other times you do get lonely and you're like, kind of wish somebody was here. So it's like a little bit of up and down honestly, but overall it's really good. And then this little story time. So I was talking about I'm going to the Real Madrid game on my birthday, the 25th. So I was looking at my calendar and I realized it's the night of the 24th was the game, and I said, whoa. So then I had to look it up, and sure enough, I guess because of the time change or whatnot, I don't know, I got it wrong. I honestly don't know how that happened. So I had to shuffle everything around. I moved my ferry from 3 to 9, and that was the only other option. And then there was one other flight, which instead of flying out at 8 p.m. flew out at 5. So now I take the ferry from, and I had to change the flight on a website that was entirely in Spanish. And somehow I was able to do that. Was able to transfer the flight, not even cancel it. I transferred it, so I didn't have to pay the difference, or I did have to pay the difference of the new flight, you know? So anyway, figured that out, but I'm now gonna be going to the ferry at 9 in the morning and then get in at like 1, and then I think my flight's at 3, and then I get in at like 8 or something like that. Like all I know is I get in 2 hours before the game, so I'm literally gonna have to go straight to the Airbnb, check in, go straight to the game. So I'm not gonna be able to like, I kind of wanted to enjoy a whole day before the game, but nonetheless, I'm just excited that I'm still gonna be able to go, because that would have been a huge bummer. So it's gonna be good and work out. And then honestly, on my birthday, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't have any plans for Madrid, but I'll figure that out. So anyway, I just wanted to update you guys so quick. It's been so good. I haven't been vlogging nearly as much as I would have liked to, but I've done a lot of short form content. I honestly have been working quite a bit while I've been here. Probably too much. I worked a few hours the other day, editing videos and stuff like that, but I'm also enjoying it and having fun with it, and I like to be able to show off that content too. So yeah, I think those were all the updates that I have. Hopefully we'll check in later today and let you know how the boat tour was, and I'll try to remember to do, honestly it's so difficult to do both short form and like horizontal, just to remember to video both. I don't know. Oh, and I also got these awesome glasses yesterday. I was shopping around town, kind of like I said, so I picked these up, and I think they're pretty, you know, little unique. I don't know why I can't talk, but I think they're dope. Nice little tortoise shell, and then I just think the frames have some cool detail to them. So I haven't bought anything on this trip other than this, but I saw it and immediately was like, it's dope. And it was like in the only men's fashion boutique that there is, so that was pretty cool. I checked that out a bit and talked to the guy for like ever. He was yapping my ear off because he loved the fact that I was into fashion. So anyway, I'm actually gonna go now. Alright, now it's the next morning. I finished up the boat tour and then going out at night as well, and the boat tour was so much fun. Honestly, easily the best day I've had since I was here, and it was just honestly probably one of the better days that I've ever had, to be quite honest. It was just unbelievable. The water was so nice. It was just gorgeous, honestly breathtaking, and I just had so much fun, and I met some really cool people, which I feel like when you're solo traveling, you really hope happens. I mean, you definitely have to make the effort and put yourself out there for sure. But yeah, I met like 3 Australian people that were super cool. 1 was a solo traveler, and 2 were married, and they were so sweet. I love them. I'm gonna miss them a lot. So it was really cool to be able to hang out with them and have a good time. And then we come back from the boat tour at like 4:30, and then get dropped up back at my place. And then I needed to take a nap, so I literally set my alarm for an hour, and I wake up and it's 11. I overslept, and we had all planned up meeting like at like 8:30. So I like jolt out of bed, start walking down to the town before they even text me back of where they are, because I knew they were out. And so I met up with them, and we still had a good night. We were out until like close to 2. So I was still able to get plenty of time in with them, which was nice, but I was definitely bummed, mad at myself that I did that. But they understood. It was an accident, obviously. So, but it was definitely a day that was needed. And now when I go visit Australia in the future, I have some friends to go visit. One lived in Melbourne, and the couple lives just outside of Sydney by like 30 minutes. So yeah, and it was just great. It was fun to meet some people and just get to know them and have a good time, and they were really nice. So I'm actually sad to be leaving Paros now. I'm packing currently. I leave here in about an hour. A little bit stressful of a day. It's gonna be a lot of things need to line up perfectly, but they tend to. so it's gonna be fine. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm a touch sad to be leaving Paros today, which I did not expect. I honestly thought by the time Paros was coming to an end, I'd be excited to leave, and I'm actually sad. But it's all good, it's part of the process, you know what I mean? So anyway, I tried taking more vlog videos for you guys, but I'll just include photos and stuff too. But I tried really hard to start to include more B-roll, rather than it be me just sitting in this room talking the whole time. But off to Spain and the second half of this trip. I can't believe I still have the whole half of the trip to go. That's actually pretty crazy. Love you guys. All right, what's good, y'all? I am now in Spain and Madrid specifically. It's been awesome. I literally got in, hold on, make sure this is focused, not blurry. I got in last night at 7:30 and then went straight to the airport, or straight from the airport to the Airbnb. And then I paid the Uber driver 30 euro just to stay outside and wait for me, because I literally ran inside, threw my luggage down, and then literally sprinted out to the Uber, and he took me straight to the Real Madrid match. So not even kidding, the game started at 9, I landed at 7:30. As I was sprinting into the stadium, I'm running up the steps and they scored a goal in the first minute. That never happened, like that's so rare. And as I'm sprinting up the steps, right as my head pops out, I saw him kick the ball into the net and score the goal. And that was just such a cool moment. That was so cool. So I was so stoked that I made it, relieved, and then my seats were just insane. I balled out on them. I was third row, pretty much like right in the center. It was unbelievable. The crowd was crazy. It went so fast. They won. They were up 3-0 and then succeeded 2 goals late, so won 3-2, but still so much fun. And then I ended up going out later that night and met a few nurses actually. So I was just at a random bar and introduced myself to them, and I tagged along with them for the entire night. And then it was my birthday at midnight, so it's currently my birthday today. And I was out until like 4 a.m. And so that was super fun. And then I slept in quite a bit today. And now I'm in this super cool Airbnb, which I have to show you guys. It's messy, to be quite honest. And I just spent the last 4 hours shopping, actually, doing like a short form vlog, and also just treating myself because it's my birthday. But anyway, I figured it'd be fun to show you guys the Airbnb, because this place is so sick. I balled out on this as well, because why not, right? And then I'm gonna get a little work done, which I feel like I shouldn't do on my birthday, but I can't help it. And I wanna get these videos up on TikTok and Instagram as well. So, and I've also been taking some awesome photos too. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely do, because I've been posting some really quality stuff there. And I'm not even a photography guy, but this camera's been great. It makes it a lot easier. So anyway, done yapping a little bit. But let me show you guys what we're working with here. All right, so first, right when you walk in, this is what you see, some exposed brick, which just is so cool. And this spiral staircase as well. And like I was saying, quite a bit of a mess over here, but just so nice. Like, and I'm in the heart of it. I am so close to everything. You step outside and you're in the stuff. And so it's nice, like super nice TV and setup and everything, even though I'm sure I won't use that at all. And then, like I said, just getting a little bit of work done here. Let's see if I can open this up and show you guys real quick. Oh, heck yeah. What a vibe. Yeah, so I'm right in it. This city is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and just a nice little couch if I even intend on using it. And that spiral staircase, and then there is the loft up there, and then the kitchen's also really nice, but again, I don't think I plan on using this too much. But just such a cool Airbnb, super nice, and it honestly wasn't like insanely expensive or anything, but I mean, this is probably one of the nicer places that I've stayed in for sure. It's just so cool. So let's head up the stairs and see what we got here. And like I said, it's a little bit messy, but let me turn on a light for you guys. All right, that'll be good enough, I think. And then yeah, here's the upstairs loft area. So pretty cool, honestly, like a total vibe. I think this place is just so cool. I don't know what it is. I have always wanted to live in a loft. I feel like as a bachelor, that'd be like the coolest life ever. I don't know. So also gonna rail my head on this for sure. But anyway, I am just so happy to be here, and I was honestly a touch nervous for, hold on, let me put you guys down. All right, also sorry that my shirt's off. I was literally walking around for 4 hours today and I was extremely sweaty and just wanted to get out of that shirt because I wore it last night too. So I usually don't start the vlog like that, but whatever. I was gonna say I was a touch nervous for my birthday being like alone, you know? I thought, especially like last night was amazing, and it's definitely, I've gotten to the point where I will just approach a group of people and be like, hey, I'm traveling alone, like, where are you guys from? And just start a conversation, and that's been really good. And people are super receptive to it, honestly, and they think it's super cool and they want to ask plenty of questions. So that's actually been pretty nice. But I thought I'd wake up today and be depressed a little, you know, after having a great night and then just having to be kind of alone all day on my birthday. But honestly, it's been so good, and that's been a really pleasant surprise. I was fully expecting to be not sad today, but like have moments at least, and maybe I will more later on, but it's 5 p.m. now, and maybe I will tonight, but I still thought I'd be like, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a hard thing, I think, to be alone on your birthday, but I don't know, I'm proud of it, and I've been really enjoying it. Honestly, a lot more than I thought, so that's been really good. Later today, I don't know, I would like to go do some more sightseeing. I really just did a bunch of shopping today. I'd like to go see more of the city, but I guess I could do that tomorrow as well. But I'm definitely gonna hit like a nice dinner tonight, and I probably will bounce around quite a bit as well. So I'm feeling that sunburn from the boat tour, by the way. Definitely feeling it. Hopefully it doesn't peel. Anyway, that's just a fun little update on Spain. I did maybe I'll do a haul. I definitely should do a haul of the clothes that I bought. That would make a lot of sense to do. I got some sick stuff. I don't know how it's all gonna fit in the carry-on. It's definitely not. I think I decided that I'm just gonna check the carry-on and then just bring the bag as like my personal item. I think that's fine, right? Or yeah, I think that'd be fine. All right, let's, I'm gonna get some work done and then we'll pick up later. All right, well now I'm actually in Barcelona, and this place is so sick. So before I get it all dirty and disorganized, I figured I'd give you guys a quick tour. I missed my train today in Madrid, which was super annoying. Honestly, definitely on me, but I literally sprinted up to the gate and got there at 11:28. The train left at 11:30, and then it was just sitting there, and she was like, sorry, we closed the gate 2 minutes before. I was like, what do you mean you closed it 2 minutes before? So it wasn't a big deal. I just had to wait an hour, lost like 100 euros, which is annoying, but whatever. We're here now, and made it to this nice, cozy apartment. So I figured I'd show you guys. The coolest thing about this is definitely the porch, or like the balcony, but it's super loud out there, so when I go outside, you're not gonna be able to hear me very well. But anyway, so you walk in and you have the kitchen, which I won't be using, to be quite honest, because I'm only here for a day and a half, but super nice nonetheless. And then over here you have the couch, and it's quite comfy. I sat on it already. And then the TV and everything like that too. And then over here, and I also like the wood is such a cool little detail. I don't know, it just looks really sweet. Unfortunately, they're doing a bunch of construction over here, so that's kind of annoying. But and then we have the bathroom, which is plenty nice, and the shower looks so sick. Has the like waterfall shower, So that'll be nice. And toilet. And then the bedroom is plenty spacious as well. Queen size, oh no, that's a king. That'll be nice. I'll be sleeping good, hopefully. I've been so tired recently on the trip. And then a full-length mirror is always clutch. I don't know if I showed this on the vlog when I was still in Madrid, but this is one of the shirts I got. It's a Carhartt Whip signature Carhartt Whip signature script tee. So it's the oversized, and this is a size medium. I think it fits perfect. I love it. It's pretty cool. I got it for 45 euro. And then I will also show off some of the other stuff I got because I said I would. And then the coolest thing about this is I'm actually going to start over here. The balcony, and a nice little place to get some work done, which I've been doing quite a lot of on this trip. Not too much, but a good amount. All right, now it's gonna be really loud, but oh god, it's windy too. But the whole wraparound balcony, which is so sick. And then it's just bustling over here. And then I got this whole area to myself, which is really cool. Yeah, it's insanely loud here, actually. Anyway, even though I'm not gonna be spending a lot of time here, it's still really nice. So that's pretty cool. How do you close this? Oh, there we go. Wait. Got it. So that's gonna be really nice just to come back here and relax and unwind the few times I am here. I got some stuff that I do plan on seeing. In Madrid, it was honestly nice. I just kind of winged it and it worked out really well. And I just did a bunch of walking around the city. I will say, first impressions already, Madrid is maybe marginally cooler. I mean, a lot cooler, I think. Madrid, just the buildings are beautiful. The city was pretty damn clean. I don't know, kind of just more my vibe, but I obviously have yet to really explore much of the city, but even just what I could see when I was driving in the cab. So, I mean, nonetheless, I'm also just like biased because I love Real Madrid, the football team, and so Barcelona's the rival, so I'm like, yeah, Barcelona's whatever. But no, I'm super excited to explore. I do think Barcelona will be prettier in terms of like nature and some of the architecture as well overall, but yeah, Madrid was an absolute dream. But anyway, I'm pretty damn hungry, so I'm going to go get a bite to eat. I don't know what it's gonna be, but find something. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do this evening either. I gotta look on TikTok. Honestly, if you're traveling and need good recommendations, TikTok kills it. Just be like, things to do in Barcelona, nightlife Barcelona. You get a ton of great things, and they're almost always solid. The one thing I will say, then there usually are a bit more like tourist traps, can be anyway. So I guess there's that caveat, but I don't know how else you're gonna find these places anyway. So yeah, I just want to update you guys. Madrid was absolutely amazing. I had so much fun. I'm actually really sad that it's coming to an end as well. And now I'm at the end of the trip, so I have a day and a half in Barcelona, and then so today's Friday at 4, and then I leave Sunday at 2. So got 2 days to really enjoy Barcelona, which I think will be good, and I'm excited to get after it and explore another new city. And then it's home, and then 4 days later it's to New York City for 2 months. So, which sounds right now exhausting, to be honest with you. But I'm sure once I get back, I'll be getting excited about it. Traveling's hard, especially when you go city to city to city. You get to a point where you just want to be in your own bed, but I don't even have that right now since I'm moving around. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling, so I'm going to go get some food. I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog so far. I know travel vlogs are quite a bit different, but I wanted to share what I could, and it's been hard to try to film everything, but I feel like I've done okay. Más o menos. All right. I gotta say, Barcelona actually is really awesome. I explored a good bit of the city, saw like a couple of the touristy spots that you want to go to, did Park Güell, I think that's how you say it. Super, super pretty, fun vibes. I was there for like an hour and a half just poking around, and then I went to the beach twice. I didn't actually like get in the water because I didn't want to like leave my stuff behind really either, but I just like grabbed some drinks and chilled on the beach, and it was super enjoyable. Super nice. Definitely a different vibe though. Like you could actually probably make the comparison of Madrid being more like New York City and Barcelona being more like LA. I would say though, Barcelona's nightlife is definitely better. I didn't go to any of like the clubs really in Madrid. I mean, I went to one. I know there's some bigger ones, but I don't know. When you're alone, going to a club really isn't the vibe. More like a bar, I think, is more fun, and there was definitely some really, really cool ones here in Barcelona. So overall, I loved it. It's a beautiful city too. Just different, very different. But yeah, very enjoyable. But I did want to show you some of the pickups that I got from my shopping spree in Madrid, because I got some cool stuff and spent a good bit of money. So I'll show some pictures as well, but I also got this oversized tee, and it's a New Balance Athletics tee. I love the green on it, and I think that clearly I'm a sucker for this like script type font right now, but I thought it was pretty cool. I don't really have any New Balance stuff, and it's definitely in right now. I guess I actually did do a brand deal with Kohl's and have some New Balance shoes, and I didn't think people would really like them, but holy crap, everyone's asked me where I got them. So that's been cool to see that people really like those. And then I also got this, I don't really want to unfold it all the way, but it's that same font as the Carhartt Whip oversized tee that I wore. And so it's this sweater, and I'll show a picture as well, but this is super nice. I think this was 140 euros, so pretty expensive, but I think this is super cool. So this is definitely my favorite pickup, to be quite honest with you. And I'm glad I bought it because when I was sitting on the rooftop, I don't know if I talked about this, I was sitting on the rooftop my last night in Madrid, which was absolutely beautiful. It was freezing, and it was really, really windy. And so I was super glad that I had, one, bought this sweater, and then two, wore it. And I also bought this knit from COS. It's like a knit cardigan, and again, I'll just show a picture because I'm literally packing actually right now, and I don't want to unfold this again. It's perfectly folded, but it's also super nice, and it has a really heavy weight to it, which is great. And so I'll link what I can below for you guys. And then another picture that I'll show is I also bought some straight leg black jeans, which surprisingly I don't have a pair of black wash straight fit jeans. I've been wanting some forever. And if you know, like, shopping for jeans, I feel like is pretty difficult to find a pair that fits you well in both the waist and length, and then overall just looks good. And so once I tried them on at COS, I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna get these too. So I honestly bought more than I should have in terms of the carry-ons already busting at the seams. So I think what I'm gonna do now is check the carry-on, because it's gonna be so full and expanded, and then I'm just gonna bring like a little tote bag and then my backpack and carry that on. So I think that's the plan there. But man, it's crazy. Traveling alone was definitely a good experience. I feel like I'm at the point of the trip where I don't really have much to like left to reflect on. I'm just like a little, not lonely, but like there's the last couple nights, especially in Barcelona, because it is more like a town where you go out and stuff. I was like, damn, like a friend it'd be nice to have a companion to go out with right now, like for sure. But I was still having a great time and enjoyed it so much. And it's wild that the trip's coming to an end. So that was a good 12 days. I'm sad it's over. It feels weird. So yeah, it was a good time, and definitely a trip I'll remember for the rest of my life. And I made some really great memories, and I feel like definitely got out of my comfort zone, which was really the goal. Someone asked me like, what's the goal of doing this trip alone, which I thought was a really good question. And I was like, oh, I haven't really thought about that. And I feel like it was just I wanted the time to reflect and be uncomfortable and do something I've always wanted to do. And I certainly did all of those things, and I feel good. You know, I feel good about myself. I feel good about pushing myself to get out of my comfort zone. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. It was a little bit different, obviously. My first travel vlog, which is cool. I've always wanted to do that. And so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I tried as much as I could to show what I was doing, but at the same time I did want to be like present too. And I feel like actually I did get quite burned out on this trip from working. I worked a good amount, especially on the short form content, but also, I mean, vlogging, I feel like I did quite a lot as well. But I don't know. it's good to balance both, and at times it definitely kept me busy and kept my mind off things, which was good too. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. See you on the next one. Later.